Well, there is a movie screening at the Dallas Film Festival that I'm going to tell you personally, after seeing it, it has to be on your must-see list. And we have the director, Jeff Nichols, and 2 stars of the movie, who I'm also going to predict are going to become huge stars. This is Jacob and Ty. You guys, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
The movie is called Mud, starring Matthew McConaughey, Reese Witherspoon. You have like a great cast.
Yep.
And then these 2 young men, who are you both from Texas? Is that what I heard?
No, I'm from Texas. He's from Arkansas.
Okay, close by then, yeah. What was this like, Jeff, making this film? Was this?
You know, I'd actually been thinking about this film since I was in college, which is over a decade ago. So it was kind of the culmination of a lot of thought and a lot of time and a lot of effort. This is the 3rd film that I've made, by far the biggest, you know, because I have movie stars like this in it, along with
you guys
Matthew
smile, but you really stole the show.
Thank
The
you.
2 of you really did.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, the whole thing is told through the eyes of a 14-year-old boy and his buddy. So they really are. They're the whole anchor for the film.
And for me, when I watched it, it was such a message about love and sacrifice and learning really what love is. And young Ellis goes through the movie kind of with this, he's a little bit of a romantic, you know, he has kind of these romantic ideas of love, and then he sees it kind of, you know, follow through with your 2 characters, Matthew McConaughey and Reese Witherspoon.
Absolutely.
Also through his parents, and then he gets his first girlfriend, you know, girlfriend,
right.
And she sort of breaks his heart a little bit too. So interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking a lot about you know, what it would be like to make a film about love from, you know, this 14-year-old boy's point of view. So many films that are about love, and especially romantic love, are from a kind of female perspective. This is really about a guy and a young guy's point of view about love. We do actually think about love every once in a while. And
very realistic, though. Like, you didn't
you.
sugarcoat it with, you know, some kind of like, you know, bubblegum.
We should say loud and clear, this is not a romantic comedy.
No.
Yes, this is the opposite, in fact. Maybe it's a romantic drama, I'm not sure. But yeah, all my films, you know, I try and base them in the real world, and I try and put realism into the characters and into the places and the way they speak, the way they dress, all of those things. And this film, I think we pulled it off. You know, we went down to southeast Arkansas and really filmed these places. You know, McConaughey's character's hiding out on an island in the middle of the Mississippi River, and we
among
were
the water
actually
moccasins
on an island in the middle of the Mississippi River.
So interesting. Okay, Jacob and Ty, I'm curious what it was like for you to work with someone like Matthew McConaughey and Reese Witherspoon.
It's really fun because like they know what they're doing, and it's always important to pick up tips from them. And
you learned a lot.
Learn things, yes.
There's a scene that you have towards the end of the film where you confront Matthew McConaughey and you let him have it, and it was so moving. The way that you did that scene, have you been in films before? Have you done this before? Quite a bit?
I did 1 film prior to this.
Just one?
Just one that was nominated for an Oscar. It's called The Tree of Life. Maybe you saw him, Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been around it a little bit.
Still though, for this to be your 2nd film, and to have that moving of a performance, what was the reaction like from all the people behind the scenes and from Matthew after that scene was done?
Well, I felt like I got the job done. I don't know, I just think it's always important to put yourself in the character's position, and usually that just comes out.
And you did.
It was amazing. He's like, just gets into character like right there. He's like, wow, you know, you didn't know he could do that.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was like, who is this?
Was this your first film to do, Jacob?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
It was. And it was awesome having this director, by the way, who was awesome.
Yeah, you were joking
The
earlier.
best and the only director I've ever
I was going
had.
to say, the only director you've ever had. You learned a lot then. Is this what you want to do?
I think so. I really enjoy it, and it comes easy for me, so I like it.
You're pretty good at it. Yeah.
Thank
Any
you.
predictions, Jeff, about the career of these 2 gentlemen?
I think it's, you know, I think it's set in stone now. These guys are going to be the new guys to watch, without question.
So you took the film to Cannes. You took it to Sundance, South by Southwest. What has the reaction been from people?
Really great so far, you know. We've been really lucky in the way critics have reviewed it and the way audiences have responded to it. It's my last film was pretty dark, you know. So you'd sit in the theater and you wouldn't really know where the audience was at with it because it was a very serious film. But this film, there's some levity to it, mostly through this guy, and it seems like people are into it, you know. It seems like an adventure people are willing to go on. So we've been really lucky.
Yeah, you kind of play the friend that every kid has, right?
I love that part.
Yeah? You do a
Yeah,
good job
I like
at
the
it.
comedy. That's really, like when I read the script, it was like, that's what stood out for me. I love that.
And you were
know?
like, sign me up.
Yeah.
His timing was perfect, you know. Actually, we put an ad in the paper in Arkansas describing what Neckbone was like, and Jacob's mother read it and said, "Well, that sounds like Jacob."
That's your character's name, Neckbone.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes. And,
Well, you guys
she's
did a
right.
fantastic job, Jeff. Really, really good film.
Thank
Like I said, on my list for you to see at the film festival as you make your way out there. Thank you so much for
right.
being here. The film is called Mud, and when does it screen here in Dallas?
It screens tonight at 7 p.m. and we release in theaters April 26th.
April 26th. Okay, if you don't see it at the festival, definitely see it in the theaters. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.